Rock, scissors, paper, shoot. Not rock, paper, scissors, it's cyclic. Rock blunts scissors. Scissors cut paper. Paper wraps rock. The games in the link get more and more complicated. This one involves falling down. You start with feet together, standing up straight. Rock, scissors, paper, shoot. I lose, you had rock. I take a step aside. Rock, scissors, paper, shoot. You had paper. You lose, you take a step aside. Rock, scissors, paper, shoot. I lose, you had paper. I take a step aside. And keep playing and keep taking steps aside until the first person touches the floor. Rock, scissors, paper is a 3-cycle game. And all of these games you can play doing the splits or not, up to you. But these two become even more fun. This is a 5-cycle game and a 7-cycle game. Tony, do you want to elaborate?
Well, take the 5 elements game or the 5-cycle game. There are 5 actions and each one is either beaten by 2 of the other actions, and it beats 2 of the other actions. So if you take Lizard, for example, Lizard poisons Vulcan and he eats paper. But he's crushed by the rock and he's decapitated by scissors.
Ah! Poor Lizard!
And you can read from there what happens when each of these reacts with one of the others.
I like the Vulcan vaporizes the rock. And where's the other one? Oh, smashes the scissors, fine. But I like the vaporizes the rock. What about this one?
But when you come to the 7 elements game, we've left it to the class to decide how to explain what happens along these arrows. So, for example, this is rock, and we know it beats sponge, but we've left it to the class to decide what happens that enables rock to beat the sponge and that enables the paper to beat the rock. Well, that we have had before,
it, yeah.
So we know. But there's new ones. For example, there's fire here, and fire, well, probably burns the paper. But what does fire do to the sponge? And, well, you might expect that air might have an effect on fire, but you have to decide in your class, and water would put out the fire, of course.
Well, I've had lots of discussions about this because the discussion is that air can actually feed the fire.
Yes.
So we've talked about this quite a lot, and that paper, which one beats the paper? Does the paper beat the air, or does the air beat the paper?
I think it's the way the arrow goes.
Yes, we know. So we know they've got the instructions to play the game. But there's a lot of discussions, and this involves science and real world conditions. Do you agree? Do you agree that paper beats air, and under what circumstances will paper beat air? It's such a rich conversation in addition to actually playing the game.
And we have given you, as the teachers, the answers here with tables showing where each one of the elements beats the other one. So you can work out that they're fair games, that in fact each one beats the others and is beaten by an equal number of times. It makes it a fair game.
So we've got that for the 5-cycle and the 7-cycle.
Yeah.
And it's and there's lots of nice questions to ask here, and that is one of the main questions. Is it a fair game?
And then also, because maybe it's not easy to remember everything, we can give each player his own little sheet which explains exactly what's going on. And that's for the 5 game, and this is for the 6-element game.
7-element game.
Oh, 7-element game. Yes, I made a mistake there.
And that's an interesting question. Why are they all odd amount of elements?
Why are they odd? So
I wonder.
Plenty of probability in that and plenty to talk about.
Thank you very much, Tony.